Hi Purple Lights! Hello, welcome to our next reading. So guys, this reading is the leftover basically from our last live. As you guys know, we're doing lives every Friday. So this time we asked the question and I got all my manga and anime tarots that I have, and Purple Lights could ask a question about their journey, and I answered like in a personal reading to each one individually. So the 4 piles that we see here are the ones that were left over basically. And you guys know that I always do a reading with these leftovers. So since we can't, you can't really tell me your questions, yeah, I have to do it a different way because we're not in live. You can't really tell me your questions. I just want to a little bit to, because I'm looking through the camera, I'm just adjusting my decoration a little bit. So guys, you see 4 piles. This is number 8, and this beautiful tarot deck, I hope you can see it, it's very gorgeous. So you choose either by the number or by the tarot deck, whatever you want. And this is pile 2. This is our tarot deck. I used this a lot in the last readings. And number 1, you also see the different colors. This is a black color, this is a green color. We have the number 9 with this tarot deck, okay, pile 3. And then we have the number 2 that was left in our life with this beautiful tarot deck. So choose your pile, and the questions, how I'm going to do that is we have these empowering questions, yeah? And I want to draw a card, because I cannot ask you what your question is. So I'm taking it from this deck, the questions, and then I want that you answer this question for yourself, yeah? Because there are really cool questions on there. And I will answer it to your celebrity crush, because I know you guys are very interested in that topic. And so why are we not doing this? You know, why are we not answering the questions for your celebrity crush? And also maybe for you, yeah? Because if you choose a pile, you probably resonate with the message, okay? So what we're gonna do is you choose your pile, then I'm gonna draw for each pile the message, the question, and then I will put down with these decks the answers, and maybe you get an answer for yourself or for your celebrity crush, okay? So that is a very cool thing to do, and so yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Also, I want to say please join our live. The next live will be next Friday. So yeah, I hope you join there. I see you again there, and let's do this, guys, okay? Yeah, I see you there, guys. Take care, and yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, okay? See you, bye. Hello, my pile 1, you chose the number 8. So what I also did in the live, talk a little bit about the number 8. Well, number 8 is very important for me because number 8 means in eternity, an infinite bond. I see this as something, like a cycle that is never ending. And for me, the 8 has a very important meaning. So this is like something where you can always depend on, what is never ending, something that brings you great joy. And, this pile is about those things. This pile is about really looking at from a perspective of endless things. Really looking at from a perspective of, seeing it from a perspective like the universe, where everything is always stretching and widening. It's not like, the universe is always expanding. So seeing everything from a mindset that is expanding, I think that's a very important thing. And I think that whatever the question is, we should look at it from this point of view, yeah? So let's see what question comes out for you and your celebrity crush, pile 1. So this is a question that I want to answer for you and for your celebrity crush in the same cards. And also, please, write down maybe what your answer is. for yourself. So what is the question for my pile 1? What is the question? Okay, there fell out. And we have, who am I when I'm alone? This is a very important question. I mean, you know, nowadays, not many people don't want to be alone, right? This is like a fear that a lot of people have, being alone, staying alone. And especially if you have an eternal bond, you know, this is one of the messages of my channel, yeah, that, you know, if you have an eternal bond with a person, that eternal bond, like, you know, is always expanding. This eternal bond is always there. You cannot get rid of it, you know. It's always there, and it's important to always remember that also, you know, when things are coming into your life and maybe leaving your life again, and when things go to the next stage, you know, nothing is really ending. It's like we always say, yeah, you know, some things is ending in life. But what really is important, if these things are, you know, meant, if these things are eternal, they will never leave you, yeah? Even, and this is what also people say about our spiritual bonds, right? Even if they're far away from us, even if they are, you know, living their own life, we're still bonded. We're still always together, yeah? And this is also with you and your soul. Who are you? Who are you? What do you give attraction to? What are you focusing on? Think of it from not a fleeting perspective, not a perspective where you say, well, you know, today I have this and tomorrow I manifest something else. This is a fleeting perspective. Today I'm with this person, tomorrow I'm with that person. This is fleeting. You're always with yourself, right? And that's why I focus so much on soul bonds, like twin flames who are part of each other, yeah? Because these bonds are eternal, these bonds are forever. No matter where you are, you can feel your person, you can feel yourself in that person, you can see yourself in that person. And so, you know, it's important that you know that even though people are alone, and even though you might be alone, and many people might struggle with that, you're never alone. We're always connected to the universe, we're always connected to our person, we're always connected to our future, we're always connected to our past, and we're always connected to our now. So that's why it's important to live in the here and now, yeah? Because you're always connected to all the timelines. So let's see how the universe answered that question for you and your celebrity crush. So basically the question is, who are you when you are alone, and how does that resonate with your celebrity crush? Like, I guess many of you that chose that pile, you have the same bond with your celebrity crush. And I want to do it like this. I don't want to let it throw out because the cards are really hard to handle. They're very big. So, wow, look at how beautiful this card is shining. That's why I love these cards, you know. Yes, and this is the Four of Swords. You know, the Four of Swords speaks of you being on your own, you know. It's like the mind, it's like a mindset. Who am I when I'm alone? It's what you focus on. Yeah, universe is basically saying it's what you focus on. And we have a person here, and this is true for you and for your celebrity crush. We have a person here who can easily be on their own. We have someone here that can calm themselves down very good. You know, that's what the Four of Swords also means. We have someone that knows their truth, that knows their self, that can defend themselves, and that also can be with themselves. Because one of the most important things is to be with yourself, to remain in silence with yourself. And this is what this card means. Even though, you know, this card, if you look at it, the card means stillness and silence. But actually, if you look at the card, you know, this is one of the cards where the image is different from what the card means. So that tells me that, you know, your person, even though if they're in silence, like their mind is racing, they're like having this big fantasy. And you might have that too, because this is your reading. You might have that too. So you can sit in silence, you can be in silence, and your celebrity crush can too. This is what you share with each other, because every time you are in stillness, you still are active. You know, this is like your brain is still active, your mind is active. You're not sitting down and getting bored and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so alone. No, you are someone, and your celebrity crush is someone that can easily sit in silence and make the most of it, because your mind is like very active. You see this here? Let's see more. Oh my gosh, the 3 of Cups. Yeah, this is an introvert. Like, you and your person are introverts. I see that very much. So it's like, even though, you know, this is like also the cards of socializing. So it's very interesting, this card comes out with this card. Who am I when I'm alone? So pile 1, when you are alone and you're not socializing, you still know who you are. You still can sit in silence. You still are your own personality, because here in this card, you are your own personality. You know, you are here doing actively, you know, you're doing actively stuff. So you have the ability to not feel alone, even though when you are alone, you know, that's what this card basically says. And your celebrity crush as well. So this is very, very beautiful. So who am I when I'm alone? You are someone that is still active. You have a very beautiful mindset. You don't feel alone. You feel connected, even though you are alone. You are someone that's very creative. You know, your mind is very active when you are alone. You can even focus very much. And I feel you can get energy when you are alone. Okay, so very beautiful reading. So let's see what else the universe. I want to get a message, because this is what we did in the live as well. We got another, like, everyone could ask 2 questions, or I got 1 question and a message. And that's what I'm doing here. This is a message for you and for your celebrity crush. So let's see what comes out. Judgment. Yeah, don't let judgment of other people be determined for you, because we see here the Death card. You know, you see how here the Death is like, there's the skeleton, and she's like standing above the skeleton, and she's like hearing this cheering, you know, this cheering here. This yeah, you know, we see here beautifully feathers everywhere. So this is like, you know, the universe is with you. Even though you are alone, you're never alone. And this is why the 8 is here. The 8 is infinity, and you know that, pile 1. You know what infinity means. You're not defined by either you are alone or not. You don't define yourself on how many friends you have. You don't define yourself on and this is a very good thing. And this is also for your celebrity crush. You know, they don't define themselves on who they are standing with. They don't define themselves on the friend groups they are in. You know, they're defining themselves by themselves. And we see beautifully how this card lines up. Because basically this is you, and this is the universe saying, don't let other people's judgment like cloud your mind. You know, just live by your own judgment. Live by your own values, by your own mindset. It's wonderful. You don't need to be afraid to be alone. So you are complete when you are alone. You are an introvert, and this is very important to you. So the universe, you know, is saying that you and your celebrity crush, you are people that can easily be alone. You get strength, you gain strength when you're alone, and you, with the Judgment card, you are very creative. You know, when you're alone, you can create. And this is a very beautiful thing. So what a beautiful reading, guys. I hope you like this. Please sign up to my channel, okay? If you like that. Take care, and I see you in the next reading. Bye. So, hello, my pile number 1. You chose, also, basically you are pile number 2, but you chose the 1. Very beautiful. Number 1 in a very greenish way. So this talks about, I want to shuffle the piles. Yeah, this talks about the green flags. You know, number 1, the first is a very important card, right, in tarot, and also in one's life. The first, you know, when you do something for the first time, it's always special, right? So the first always has a meaningful meaning. Like being the first somewhere gives you a lot of pleasure because you could win something, right? being the first is the achievement of your goals, because, you know, sometimes you race for something, you compete for something, and being number one means you won the race, right? So number one is often symbolized with victory, with happiness, with winning, yeah? And when the card Queen is there, it's also that you really you like to compete, pile 2, you like to be number one, you like your firsts, you know. And if we think of the firsts in a different sentence, for example, first love, we never forget our first love, right? We never forget our first love. Or your first kiss, your first time with your person. All these things, you know, if there are feelings attached to them, it makes it all more special. So number one is a very important number, but there's always a continuum after one, you know, it doesn't stop. Like one is just the beginning, it's not the end, because after one, you know, there are all the other numbers. So basically it's always a start to something. So let's see your question. And we need to see this, whatever the question is, the answer, you need to see it from that viewpoint of it's just the beginning. Okay? So what is the question here for you and your celebrity crush? And this card wants to come out. What larger entity am I part of? This is cool. I did not expect this to come out, but that's so cool. Look at the colors. I love that. Very fitting here to our channel and to our decorations. So let's put this here. So, you know, and this is very nice as well, because we are individual people, right? Number one means there's only one you. And I want to clarify this, because people think when I say that we have twin flames, or we are a twin flame, that we are just this person. No, we're unique people, but we have a bond with our soul, with, you know, we are one soul, but we're different unique people. That's very important, because I don't want it that people get this mixed up and, you know, put in my mouth that I would say that, you know, you are like copying a person or you are a person. No, you are your own unique person, and, you know, your twin flame or your twin flames are your unique personalities as well. It's just that you share a bond. It's just that you can feel each other. It's just that you love each other because you are one, right? And then the one also makes sense. So what larger entity am I part of? And I want that you ask that for yourself. Like, what do you think is your belief system? What do you think is above you? Are we humans the most, like, are we the only race in the universe, or is there something bigger? Is there something that guides us, or, you know, what is it all about? What larger entity am I part of? And I want to answer that question for you and your person, your celebrity, okay? So let's see what the universe is saying. And we're not reading reversal, we have death. Yeah, this is very interesting, right? Wow. And look how this beautiful card is. And I also want to, now let's talk about death first, because death is transformation. Death is not meaning death. And, you know, that's what I'm always saying. A lot of times when we see the one, you know, after the one, you know, after each one, after each first, there comes a death, there comes a transformation. Like, death is part of this, right? We are all part of death. What larger entity am I part of? Death. Because, you know, I'm not talking about the death at the end of the, you know, end of your life, you know, the death that everyone experiences. But I'm talking about the transformation. After each one, there comes another one. There comes a 2, a 3, a 4, you know. One is not the end. One is the beginning. And, but firsts have to end, right? Our first kiss, I mean, it's a first kiss. After that, this kiss is over. And then it's a second kiss and a third kiss. If we just look at it like this, you know, there's always a death to a 1. There's always a death to a 2. It's like basically we're all part of death, like each and every one of us. If we see each other as growth, as souls, you know, there's always this transformation, because death means just a transformation into another realm. It means just a transformation into another being. It means just another transformation to another kiss, or to, you know, after your first time, when you were young, there's still another time, right? And maybe a better time even. Maybe after maybe your first wasn't that good, you know? Maybe there are better times coming after firsts, you know? So death is always involved with the one. And I think this is very important, and probably you guys never thought about this. So you and your celebrity crush love winning. Yeah, you love to be ones, you love to be united, you love your firsts. You probably are people that are very into competition and being the one. Yeah, you're probably someone that looks for their one even. You know, you could be people that look for their one person, for their one true love. Like, ones are for you very important. But also what I see here with the death, what entity am I part of? You and your celebrity crush are entities of death. That means that you can transform. You know, like a cat has 7 lives. You can transform into different things. You can transform the 1 to a 2. You can transform the 2 to a 3. So it's like you are people who are always evolving, you know, and this is a very good thing. You like change, basically. You and your celebrity crush are people that like change. You are all part of death. And then let's see, yeah, the 9 of Wands, you know. It's like, look at how he has this one wand in his hand, and there are like the other 9. So this is like, you know, you're always trying again. You and your celebrity crush are people, you know, even if you have the one in your hand and you are the winner, you are still trying to evolve. You are still trying to, you know, to evolve yourself to a better version of yourself. And isn't that how we all should be? Yeah, and I think this is also something that you don't have to determine to have this in you, because everyone has that in us. You know, some of us are more striving to come from a 1 to a 2 or 3. Some people are, you know, remaining to be the one for a long time because they don't like to venture into new things. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, there's always death to a 1. There's always death to a 2. We cannot avoid this, right? The same as we cannot avoid death at the end of our lives. The most important thing is that, you know, you don't give up yourself. You don't give up. You believe whatever you believe in. Yeah, your belief system is important, and that you believe in yourself, in your uniqueness, in your one, in yourself. Yeah, no matter how many selves you have, how many soulmates you have, how many twin flames you have, how many people you think are one. If you love one person, if you love 2 people, if you love 3 people, you know, whatever. This is not what defines us. What defines us is our unique self. And I think this is what you and your celebrity crush part 2 are very aware of. Yeah. So very beautiful reading. So guys, now, you know, in the live, I also got a message. So we want to get a message for you and your celebrity crush for this part 2. And I really love this reading. It's gorgeous. So what is the message here? We're gonna get one card. We're gonna get one card. Ten of Swords. Yeah, see, this is crazy. Like, the 10 is the ending. That's exactly what I just said. This is exactly, and look at the colors of my beautiful decoration in this card. It's like nothing is lost. And this is what I also wrote on my other channel, you know. There's no such thing as ending in death. Some people do not believe in, you know, that there is life after death. Some people do not believe that there is another side. Some people do not believe in, you know, all these things you can believe in at the end of your life. But what we do know is that in life, even after an ending of a one, if we just think about it in kisses, the most beautiful thing, there's always a kiss coming after one, hopefully, for some of us, hopefully, But, usually there is, after, something is ending, there's always something new coming. So this is also a very beautiful message from the universe, to give power to hope. Because sometimes, we are so emerged with winning, and if we're not winning, we're very sad and we don't think we will ever win again in life. But see how this present is like this color? I want to show you. And that's why Spirit, I think, got this card. Because look at this. And I love when this happens. That's like a match here. A match with this beautiful card. And it basically says, no matter, what your first was, your first kiss, your first time, your first job, there's always an ending to it. Yeah. Very rare that people still work in their first jobs. I don't see it, That's very rare. But what we do know is that there's always something coming after. So it's basically never stopping. So the large entity that we're all part of is transformation, which is the death card in tarot. It's not death, it's transforming. It's transformation from a 1 to a 2. It's transformation from life to death. But we cannot define what death is. We can only see it in real life, right? We can see it in life because every transformation, every death means something new is coming. And so we can, this is a very hopeful message, because if you feel, the Ten of Swords is like when you feel you have come to the end and you're very desperate and you don't know, no matter in what situation you're in. Basically, the universe is saying there's something coming after one. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to stop. Nothing is not changing in life. Yeah? So this is a very beautiful message for you and for your celebrity crush. A very beautiful pile 2. So that's all what I'm having. I hope you take care. I hope you sign up to my channel, guys. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You chose the 9 with a heart. Isn't this beautiful? So before we start, I want to shuffle the pile, and I also want to talk a little bit about the numbers, because that's what I did in every pile. So we have the number 9 here, and we have the heart. So this card actually means the 9 of Cups in tarot, which means wish fulfillment. So if we talk about, our empowering question today, we always have to consider, what is our wish fulfillment? How do we see wish fulfillment? What do we see in wish fulfillment? It's like, a lot of people think differently. And that's what I also agree on, is when you have different views, you have different perspectives. For some of us, the major fulfillment would be to meet, especially on my channel, to meet our person, to meet our flame and to be with them, right? But what it could also mean, for some of us, it's a dream job. For some of us, is to work in the job that you wish to work in. For some of us, it's the hope of a better life when you get enough money. So for some people, the wish fulfillment is to have a good income. For some of us, the wish fulfillment is to express ourselves artistically, like what I do here with my decorations and these readings. Because for some of us, this urge can also be very important, to express ourselves. And people get very depressed if they cannot express themselves. For some of us, the wish fulfillment could be to just have a quiet weekend and watch TV, because they have a very busy life and they just want to relax. So it's like, each view that we have on wish fulfillment is so much different from other people. So that's why I think whatever question comes out here for this pile that we're going to answer, we have to think of the different values and the different views that people can have on different things. Yeah. not just view it one way, but view it different ways, because some of you could really love my channel, whereas other could hate me. Yeah? Or some of you, I mean, most of you that watch me right now probably like me because you're watching my readings, but there are also people out there who don't like me, you know? And it doesn't matter, it doesn't make them bad people. I mean, I don't have to do some, you know, I don't have to be friends with them or I have to do something with them. But, you know, overall, it's not that they're bad people. Something, it's just not, they're not vibing with us, you know. So let's see what the question here is for my pile 3. What is the question the universe wants you to answer and ask for yourself? So this card fell out even. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, look at these cards. And I was just saying it's about wish fulfillment. And the question is, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? Isn't it beautiful? And it's even the color here. Oh my gosh. It's the color of the, oh my gosh. And I was just ending pile 2 with the present. And the same cards here, and look at my butterfly cards, they're also the same. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love when that happens. So spirit is really here, guys. So let's see, this is to answer for you and your celebrity crush. What is you and your celebrity crush's biggest dream? And I also want that you answer that for yourself. Like, if you, sometimes, you know, it cannot resonate. Sometimes you watch these readings and you say, no, Purple, that's not my biggest dream. This dream is something else. Well, write it down. Write down what your dream is and what you can do. Okay, but let's see what the cards are saying, what your biggest dream is. And I tried to interpret it more in a, not in a way where I use assets or something, you know. So let's see. The 6 of Pentacles. Okay, your biggest dream for you and your celebrity crush pile. Look at this butterfly. So cute. So your biggest dream is that whatever you give is reciprocated. Pile 3. And this is the same for you and your celebrity crush. You don't like situations in where you are only the giver and nothing is coming back. Yeah, it's like you don't like this situation. It's like you always feel obligated to give everything to people that are giving everything to you. So this is one of the most important things. It's like when others give, you want to give back. And this is one of the, you know, this is your biggest dream, that whatever you give comes back. So basically we can make different scenarios. If you have a job and you give your all, you don't want to have a job where there's not a money flow coming according to what you give, right? The same goes for if you are an artist and you share your art with the world. You want that it's liked. You want that you are appreciated. You want that this art is appreciated and not that you do everything and no one is watching it. Yeah. Or if you are, you know, a lover, you love someone, you don't want it to be a one-way street, right? You want that it is like coming back as well, that this person is also loving you. That's what your biggest dreams are. So put it on your situation. What is your biggest dream now? Because this can change in life, right? In different stages, we can have different dreams. But the most important thing, or what you always want in life, that it's reciprocated. Yeah. Let's see more. I'm getting 2 cards. Yes, Ace of Wands. And you want that people are passionate about you and that you're passionate about life. You don't want to lose passion. And this is very beautiful. Like, you are someone very passionate, very determined. And when you do something, you give your all. When you do something, you give your 100%. You give your presence, you know. Whatever your dream is, this is the one thing you want, right? You hold on to that and you say, well, this is my dream. That's what I want. And that's what you go for. I also feel that you look, especially you look and focus on acquiring my dream by looking at your mistakes in the past and by looking at your past on how to overcome it, basically, on how to make these dreams happen. Like, what can you do what can you do to move closer to that dream is like to really get it started, like to really take the wand into your hand. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like start it, you know, do something, initiate it. The Ace of Wands is an initiation. This is something being born. It's not something where you already, you know, you should go steady on. No, this is something, if you have a dream, you should initiate it. This is the card of initiation. So basically, this is the answer to the second part of the question for you and your celebrity crush. Like, whatever reciprocation you wish for, whatever you wish for, you need to give it first. You need to initiate it. Yeah. If you want a love back, well, you need to do something. You know, you need to call that person or talk to that person in order to find out if it's worth it, right? If you want the dream job, well, you got to get going, right? You got to get going. You have to write job applications. You need to start something. If you want to move to another country, maybe it's good to learn the language or to do other things, you know, whatever it is, guys. And this is different for everyone. Spirit is basically saying, what can you do today? Do it in small steps, but see the vision. You see how these rays are also here? Like, see the vision and try to initiate things in order to find out if this is your dream. You know, sometimes we have dreams and then we find out it's not even what we like. So basically you also learn by your mistakes, right? In order to move forward. So it's a very, very beautiful reading. This is for you and your celebrity crush. So now I'm gonna ask like one advice from the universe or one message from the universe that they want to give you and your celebrity crush. So this is what I also did in the lives, and very beautiful that it actually has something to do with wish fulfillment, right? So let's see what card comes out. And we have the Hermit. Wow, Major Arcana. And this is interesting here because the Hermit here looks like a fool. Look at how he overcomes the mountains. Yeah, this is basically, you can overcome anything by the wisdom from spirit and by the wisdom of love. If you love something, if you really want something, you can make it happen. Basically, spirit is, the advice here is, if you really wish for something, if you really want to go for something. And even sometimes, you know, with the 9, you know, the 9 is not the 10. The 9 is always, it's not there yet. You haven't reached it there yet. So it basically means whatever it is, you can always, you know, because you have not reached it yet. You're not at your best potential yet. You haven't found the right person yet. You are not there yet. So it always, if you feel that you're not there yet, you know, there's still this potential left. There's still this love that you have to, and there's still not the one that you have found yet. You have the power basically to overcome it by the wisdom, you know, to never give up. The Hermit is this card of, you know what you want and you go for it, but you also have the wisdom to still search for it, because the Hermit, remember, is this guy with a lamp. He's searching for his dreams. He's searching for his 9 of Cups. He's walking in the search of it. And you can overcome all these things here, all these blockages in your way, by believing that it's out there, by believing that you can make it, by not giving up. The 9 is a card of not giving up. That's what the 9 means. The 9 is not a card of, oh yeah, I have my wish, I'm done. No, the 10 is that card. The 10 is when you have found everything. When you're done searching and you sit down and you're saying, well, I have everything. The 9 is not give up. Do not give up with your dreams. Try to reach it. Try to overcome it. Believe. Yeah, the Hermit is believing and he's searching with his lamp. And he gets guided, or he gets the wisdom from the universe, and he is guided by spirit. And that's a beautiful message for you and your celebrity crush. If you're not there yet, don't give up. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, what a reading. So if you really love this, please sign up to my channel, okay, Pile 3. Take care, guys. Bye. So, hello part 2. You chose that beautiful grayish blue 2 card. So I want to shuffle the pile. So I always say something to the 2. Well, the 2 in tarot are the cards of, you know, finding each other, loving, you know, lovey-dovey-do love. The 2 is facing each other. Yeah. So the 2s, but the 2s are not about conflict. It's about facing each other and really seeing each other. It's about, do you see me? Can you look into my eyes? Do you see the real me? Yeah. So your question is about the real you. It's about, you know, maybe even 2 people forming a bond. Yeah, because it starts with 2 people. Yeah, more people can form a bond as well, but it starts out with 2 people. And, you know, we always say love is between 2 people. It's about facing each other, yeah, seeing the real each other and facing stuff together. So if we get a question today, you know, I'm throwing out a question here in order to answer it for you and your celebrity crush. We should always see it in this pile here with this card of I'm not alone. I'm not alone doing it. I have someone with me. And even if it's just spirit with the 2, even if it's just spirit, there's always someone on my side. There's always someone walking with me in order to reach whatever you want to reach. Yeah? You're never alone. Basically, this pile says here with the 2, especially with the 2, with the gray 2, you're never alone. And this is what I love about this reading. It's very beautiful. So let's see the question the universe wants to ask pile 4. What is the question? Okay. And please answer your question, okay? And it says, you can also write it down, right? You can also write it down. It says, what kinds of recurring situations or people do I attract? What kinds of lessons might they have about myself? Yeah. So see, sometimes lessons are reoccurring. That's why number 2 is there as well. Yeah. I see the number 2 also as a repetition. You can see it as a replay. Basically, replays happen in every life. In every life, there's a replay because, you know, there are situations where spirit asks you or life asks you, is this what you want? Is this what you go for? Because after every replay, we know that we want it or we know no. Because if we experience something just one time, we're not really sure if we want it. So sometimes spirit is bringing you another situation of the same kind in order to either know that you want it or in order to say, this is not the same again. No, I don't want this. It's the replay functions basically as a reminder to look at your situation and basically to confirm to yourself if you are on the right path. Because then you know, if you get replayed a situation in your life, you know if you want it or you know if you don't want it, right? So what is it for you and your celebrity crush? What reoccurring situations have happened for you or for them in order to know that they are on the right path? It's basically a confirmation from spirit, you know, that think again, choose again. Or is this what you want? So what could those situations be? Well, it could be that you're doing a job and then you don't want to do the job, you know, you evolve. And you do another job, but then you get in the same situation again, in the same situation that you lost your old job, right? And so you ask yourself, well, maybe the whole job thing isn't my thing. Maybe I should become independent, be my own boss or something, you know? Or you meet always the same people and it's like they always dump you. It's always the same type and they always say no, they always reject you. Then maybe it's a sign as well from spirit that, you know, it's maybe not your situation. Or it's a sign from spirit, yeah, I want that. I want to go that way because it's always a choice. And I'm always saying this. It's always a choice and you're never alone. Yeah, this is also in the belief of the universe of yours and yourself, that you're always walking with the universe. So let's see what comes out for you and your celebrity crush. Let's look at this. What are your recurring situations? Four of Wands. Okay, this is when stability happens. A lot of time when stability happens, Spirit puts you out of this. Yeah, a lot of times when there's stability in your life, and this happened to me as well, because Spirit is really asking you, is this the right situation? Is this your right person? Is this your right job? So every time, or maybe this has reoccurred twice in your life. So there was a time where you felt really secure, like you maybe had a good job, you had a good income, you had your wish fulfillment, and then boom, suddenly everything went down the wrong way and you lost everything. Or you found the love of your life, because the Four of Wands means a stable relationship, and you were in that for some time, let's say 4 or more years, because that's what it's saying in that card, and then suddenly that person left you. And now Spirit is putting you into this, basically into this situation where you ask yourself, if this is a long-term relationship really what I want? Or maybe I'm better off just staying single and enjoying my life. Or do I want a relationship with 2 people, maybe even living together? Is that what I want? And I think this is what happened for you and your celebrity crush, that every time you were in a situation, maybe it happened twice, it's for you to decide, do you want stability or do you want something fleeting, right? What else, Spirit? So it has reoccurred, and what kind of lesson might they have about myself? And this is, the 10 of Cups, oh my gosh. This is about knowing who you belong, especially in relationship, guys. This is especially in relationships. Wow. It's like you need to be happy. Like you and your celebrity crush, Pile 4, you need to be happy to strive. You can't, because, I'm always saying this, like when I'm happy, I'm striving. When everything is fine and I'm very happy and I can strive. My art is striving, my life is striving, and it doesn't matter how much money I make. It's just that when I'm happy, I can create, and creation here with my channel, this is the most important thing for me. Or, when universe sends me signs, or, I see my twin flame, I'm so happy. And this is, this is basically what it is. It's like Spirit replays for you a situation, and especially Pile 4, for you it replays situation in love or stability, where you ask yourself, am I happy? This is what you should ask yourself. What are the lessons they have about yourself? Are you happy? This is what it says, because no money in the world makes a difference or can make you happy. It can be a striving point, and it can open a lot of doors if you have money. And it can also give you happiness, of course, but it's fleeting happiness. It's not permanent happiness. And Spirit replays for you situations where this is also the same for your celebrity crush, where you should ask yourself, am I really happy? Am I really walking the path? And if you say yes, continue. This is like a check-in from Spirit. It's like a check-in from Spirit. Are you happy or do you want something else? Then do that. Do what you want to do, whatever it is that you feel happy about, whatever gives you rainbows, whatever gives you flowers, whatever gives you freedom and peace. This is where you need to go. And that's why the universe is replaying situations in our life, And now, Pile 4, I want to give a message, because in the live that we did where we did this, I had a message for each, like a message for each person. So I want to do that for you too. So what is the message for you and also for your celebrity crush? Let's see. And we have the, Princess of Cups. Look at this. This is beautiful. So she sits basically on this dragon. The dragon is strength. The dragon symbolizes that you go for it. The dragon symbolizes passion. And then she has her chalice in her hand, which is her love, her overflowing happiness. This is, can you offer your love? Can you offer your passion? Are you, this is the advice, The universe replays situations in order for you to know in which direction you need to go. What is your happiness? What makes you happy? Is this really what I want? Or do I need to go different ways? You know, is this where I want to put my chalice? Is this where I want to put it? Or do I have to leave? Yeah, and the dragon is the striving and the bond and the passion that leads you. And of course the universe. And the strength that you need to power yourself through. Yeah? What a beautiful reading. I really love these readings today. So gorgeous. I hope you had fun, guys. I mean, I hope you liked this kind of reading. If you do, please sign up for the channel, okay? And I see you again, guys. Take care.